Hello, everybody. It's Sefralto4 for the weekly update. Sorry for my voice. I'll explain why it's bad in a minute. First things first, just to start off, since there's not really um, any good, segue. Today is September 11th. It's the 15th anniversary of the terror attacks. Killed thousands of people in the U.S. Um, and definitely a life-changing experience for me, and I realized that at this point we're far enough away that a lot of people like to distill the tragedy with their own personal politics, and whether you want to do that or not, whatever. um, I'm just here to, for the people that died, not for the ensuing situations and finger pointing and whatever else garbage came out of it. So I just want to have a moment of silence. It was, aside from all the people that affected it also seriously affected me as a kid, and it's a somber day as it is. So just a moment of silence for the people that died. Thank you. Now to try to segue that, I would talk about what the day means to me, but I've done that in past weekly updates, and if you actually care about that, which I don't know who does, but you can look that up. I mean, I catalog these weekly updates by date, so I've talked about on other September 11th, so yeah. Um, but yeah, so what's going on with me? I can't say that I'm any different. My head, at least, is any different than I was last week. If you watched last week's update, you're cool. Um, yeah, I don't think this week has been particularly kind to me either. Uh, I had a biopsy done on Thursday, and we're obviously not going to get the results of that for a bit because they have to run tests on it, but they took it from my lower back. And it's the fun thing from that. So, for the past few months, I've been having lower back pain, and I attributed that to the surgery that I had because part of my spine was removed a few years ago, and it's been causing me trouble. Um, However, when I got the biopsy in the where there's the new growth, they feeling afterwards where the needle mark is, where the bandage was, uh, they put that right where I have the back pain, and that's underneath where the surgery was. So what I'm realizing is that the pain that I've been feeling for the past bunch of months is the cancer growing in the bone. And what I further realize is this is the exact same thing that I was feeling in 2011 before any of this started. When my back started hurting when I was in college, and I thought that it was just a strain or something that never went away until my spine fractured outward, and that led to me having to get the surgery and everything. I realized that I was just repeating the exact same thing again. I didn't learn anything. I was ignoring I was ignoring the signs that there was cancer growing in my spine while I'm still fighting the first cancer. It's not like I forgot about the feeling after an amount of time. I was just making the same exact mistake again, and if we would have kept going on this path, I would have had to have my sacrum removed probably somehow. I don't know how the heck they do that because that's an integral part of your spine. You can't just fuse things together because it's the end. But that would have fractured, and I probably would have been paralyzed because that is a nexus of nerves. That is a very large nexus of nerves. I don't. I'm I don't know what to do with myself because I can't be upset at myself because it is what it is. I don't think we would have. I don't know what we would have done. Maybe we would have been able to start the radiation therapy sooner. But yeah, I completely ignored it, and the pain I'm beginning in my upper back is probably from the other place in my spine where it started growing. I'm very upset with myself. I didn't learn anything, and I've been repeating the same mistakes, and it could have had disastrous results if it didn't show up on the PET scan. Because as the doctor said, we wouldn't have known it was there if we weren't looking for it, because I'm still at the point where it's still below the levels where they would normally detect it, which is great. But yeah, so if we weren't looking for it, and thank God we found it, I would have gone through the same thing that I did, the same hell where, I would have started having it burst out onto nerves with the intense pain. I still can't feel anything in my stupid left leg right now. And a host of other problems, except that would have been in a worse area because the sacrum is pretty much your butt, like right above your butt. And that controls a lot of just body functions and things. So, yeah, that was my weekend. Just kicking myself over that. In addition to everything else, I want to thank you guys very much for your kind words on last Sunday. It was definitely necessary and needed. And yeah, the kindness people are showing to me is really nice. You guys tell me why you do it, like you're a cool guy or whatever. I'm finding that hard to believe because I whine a lot more than I produce content now. But yeah, so I haven't been entirely stable this past week, although it has been nice since the biopsy. They gave me some really strong pain meds, and I was able to be on that for a few days. And those are the ones that, like, make everything fuzzy. So that was the only time that I was actually happy this past couple of weeks. But yeah, so this coming week is going to be just whatever week. Actually, I have a wedding I need to go to for a friend of mine shortly. So I asked him why wedding on September 11th. He said because school's starting and that was the only day we could get. I understand that. I don't think that it impedes on the somberness of the day to have a celebration. In fact, it's probably good to be able to celebrate. But yeah, so I'm going to be going to that shortly. Luckily, it's actually in the area here as opposed to having to go out to New York. So yay! Local wedding for once! So yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. This past week, I started up a new file in Final Fantasy X HD on the PS4. I've been doing the Expert Sphere Grid, and that game is very therapeutic for me. It's my second favorite Final Fantasy after 7, which apparently is a contentious thing to say because there's people that don't like FF10. I understand why. It's not a perfect game, but it's perfect to me. It's one of those things. Same reason why I understand why there are problems with 7. But the Expert Sphere Grid has been very fun so far, and I just enjoy the game in general. I like the characters, and I like the music, and I like the story. And so many things, like on the 3rd, 4th, 5th playthrough, like so many things add up. This is spoilers for the game. So, you can name the main character, Tidus. It's Tidus. You can't name anybody else, but you can also name the Aeons. and having played through the game, that makes so much sense. Like, I just got that this time, that you can name the main character and the Aeons, but nothing else. If you put that all together. If you've played the game. But yeah, so that leads to the drawing of the week. I actually wasn't able to draw like last week. And I started doing that this week, and I was really happy that I was able to do that. Because it's... I can't draw when I'm upset. But yeah, I drew Angry Seymour. Seymour Guado is a fantastic character, and he is very angry, as you can see. I think I did really well on the face there. I didn't want to do the little patterns on his sash because that's really, really annoying. Something I don't like about the characters in Final Fantasy X to draw is that they have really intricate character models. Like Lulu with all her gosh dang belts. What's up with that? Why? Why do you do that, Lulu? But so that's one half of the video. It's Angry Seymour. He's gonna be angry at something else, and I'll draw that eventually. Just like I'll finish my other two half-drawn pictures, right? And the Corleone family will be totally legitimate in 5 years. Anyway, also something that I got this past week was a Tab E Lite. Inception. This was about $100 on Amazon. I realized that it sounds very white to say that I got a $100 tablet as a throwaway thing, but it works not as well as my Galaxy Note 8 or whatever I have, but it works, and it has the same operating system, and it runs all the apps. And I'm going to be bringing this in with me to the radiation therapy. So, in case this gets irradiated, we can leave it there. Like, I'll be okay with leaving it there. Which means I'll have at least something to use, a tablet, because I'm not bringing my regular tablet. I'm not bringing my laptop. So I'll have something. So this is going to be nice to have. It's not bad. It's not that old, and it still runs the KitKat operating system and stuff like that. So yay. Also from this week, surprise, surprise, Christy sent things. They actually got here on the when I got home from the biopsy, so it was really welcome. First, she drew my original character Clara as My Little Pony character. She already drew a pony, Sephiroth as a pony somewhere. I have it somewhere, but yeah, Clara, the cutie mark. It's like a sword and shield with kitty. But yeah, I like these pictures. Also, just a nice words of support thing. Like nice little drawing down there. Sorry if you can't hear me. From the biopsy, they put me out with anesthesia, so I'm asleep, and then they put a breathing tube in because it's just easier that way. So it makes my throat gravelly. Although for the first few days I had a really deep voice. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Like that. She also sent me another copy, essentially a photocopy of it to take with me into the radiation place, and yeah, this one can be destroyed if it gets irradiated, so I'm going to do that. Also, a book that she photocopied that, amongst other things, had Tyranitar as a competitive Pokemon, so yeah! Jolly Nature is interesting. Speed down, special attack down and speed up, which is... it's an interesting thing. Usually I go for Adamant on my Larvitars. Smeargle. Jirachi. I love Jirachi. Also some word finds I'm gonna find horrible things and a horrible maze, but I know how to beat this maze already. Okay, watching, you watching? Done. Also, of course, Pokemon cards. Amphi, of course Amphi, because Amphi is like one of the best Pokemon ever. Vulpix. Felicity's Drawing. That's the what's it called? The Lotto, you know, in I guess Diamond and Pearl. Another rain cast form because that's so cute. I want new cast forms. Come on, game. Like with Alola, they can give us better cast forms because like we're gonna have the science people, right? So we can have like, you know, Sandstorm cast form or Moonlight cast form or something, you know. What else do we have? We can have Harsh Rain or Harsh Sunlight cast form. Not just Hail, Fire, and Water, you know? Another Victini, because Victini is adorable. A beautiful Yveltal, because Christy had like 20 of these. She had like 9. A really nice Lucario. Milotic. Sneasel, because I actually like Sneasel a lot. And we got Weavile on the... I actually have the Weavile drawing over there. Shadow with the glasses. And Anorith, because Anorith is adorable. It's a nice Anorith. I don't think we have this version, actually. Also a business card for a store nearby that has leagues and a Pokemon Generation Player's Guide. Generations pack, which has, amongst other things, a card list of all the Generations cards and the Radiant cards, so I can actually keep track of that, as well as like strategy and stuff. So that's really cool. So thank you. I actually need to get going now. I need to get dressed. I'm not wearing pants because I'm in the middle of getting dressed for the wedding. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I want to thank you all again. I don't know if there's going to be videos this week. I'm going to try to stream more of the Link to the Past randomizer because that was really good as a stopgap. I'm not going to be recording any projects probably till after the radiation. I see what's going on, but it's going to be a weird couple of months because we're heading into the Jewish holidays right after. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to do something for you guys. I really am, because it hurts me to not have videos out. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for your support, just for everything. Everything that you do is awesome. And I'll see you guys next week when I tell you how fun it is gonna be going into radiation the next day. It's starting the 19th. So yay. Goodbye everybody. Bye bye.